Really long development schedule, 16 years from start to finish. Began in 2001. We will conclude the basic development program in October of 2017. We're rapidly approaching the end of that journey, less than 2 years away. When you look at major software releases across the top, so the United States Marine Corps, the capability they went to IOC with was one that we called 2B. So the Director of Marine Aviation announced when they went to IOC that the capability of their F-35s with 2B software was more than any legacy airplane that they had in their inventory, to include AV-8B Harriers and F-18s. So in early 2016, we're going to release another increment of software capability called 3I. That's the capability that the United States Air Force will take to IOC, as you see down here, in sometime in the fourth quarter of 2016. And then we'll culminate the system development and design program in late 2017 with the release of the capability we call Block 3F. This test program, which Billy is a test pilot in the test program, we're roughly 3/4 of the way through completion of an 8-year-long test program. So I'll concentrate now on production, where we are here in the middle. So right now the U.S. government contracts for F-35s in annual procurement lots. So they aggregate everybody's purchases, United States Air Force, United States Marine Corps, United States Navy, plus all the international partners and FMS participants. Aggregate all those together, and they place one contract every year for F-35s. Last October, we signed the 8th annual production order for airplanes. Right now, we're negotiating lots 9 and 10 that they intend to actually sign those contracts simultaneous with each other, probably in the latter portion of this year, and then looking forward into 11 and 12. So now let's talk about where we are in terms of base stand-ups and customers declaring IOC. So we celebrated with the United States Marine Corps their declaration of IOC in July. Looking forward, roughly a year from now, where the U.S. Air Force will declare IOC. Then the first international country to fly the airplane will declare IOC in late 2017 with Israel. The United States Navy and the UK will declare land IOC in 2018, Norway in 2019, and in 2020, Turkey, Australia, and the UK will declare their maritime IOC in the latter part of that year. Over the course of the next 5 years, we will stand up 17 international bases that operate F-35s. So I'll talk a little bit about flight test accomplishments. Right now, 73% of the way through this test and verification program. We've completed almost all of the weapon delivery accuracy tests associated with 3I. This 3I increment of software, we have about 2% of integration testing left to go, just a few more months worth of testing. And Block 3F, the final software, coding is complete, and now we're in integration tests. So this is where we put it in the laboratories, we put it in flight test, we find things that don't work the way we intended for them to work, and then we correct those and update the software. That has about another 18 months to go, and we'll release in 2000.